I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. That's what I do.
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire, and we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
Hey, look, as you can see how I'm looking, I stay solid. I'm always solid. I stay fucked solid up, man. You know what I'm saying? To the fans that know.
Today, job outside the ring. I'm a fighter. Like I said before, ain't no safety on the clock, so I'm ready.
I'll take them how they come and make them look ordinary.
When I was a casual, I thought as a casual, I spoke like a casual, and I looked at boxing like a casual. But when I became a hardcore, I put away all those casual things. This is Michael Rogers, and welcome to Bodywork Boxing.
Looky here. There are some things I have to address today. This is Michael Rogers. Let's get into some body work. Man, there's so much news going around. There's so much hate going around. It's like, man, like, it's a good time for me being a consistent boxer, man, because there's so many fair weather motherfuckers out here that it don't make no goddamn sense. And I'm just like, man, I'm sitting here shaking my head at the things that's going on and wondering, man, like, when are we going to get our goddamn compass, our moral compass to go true north? Because right now, that motherfucker crooked as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. But, let me address this Ginger Vampirez business. Quote unquote, the face of boxing. That's such an oxymoron, it don't even make sense. Because when has the face of boxing vacated the division to fight a mandatory? To not fight a mandatory? When has the face of boxing ever done that? When were there ever numerous records of the face of boxing demanding that catch weight? Catching people off guard saying, oh yeah, you've been wanting your shot. All right, 5 weeks from now, let's do it. 6 weeks from now, let's do it. When the standard is 8 weeks. We got so many man fans sucking so much goddamn man meat. Man, this shit is ridiculous, man. If I catch one of you motherfuckers, it might be man slaughter. You heard me? Because this shit is ridiculous, man. I mean, I understand he got the skills to pay the bills and all this, but like, come on, man. How many passes you gonna give him? But yeah, y'all want to shit on Jermall Charlo. The hate train, that's what the title of this gonna be. All aboard the hate train for Jermall Charlo and Caleb Plant. I never knew it was so much hate for these two out of this world. Now, I know some of it's like people not liking PBC, people being pro the zone, all that other, you know what I'm saying? But like, let's keep it a buck. Ginger Vampirez is not the face of boxing. He will never be the face of boxing, because when you are the best and you're touted as the best and you have that standard set up here and you always find ways to maneuver around it. Man, a hypothetical question would be, if Floyd Mayweather was ever offered a franchise designation, would he have taken it? I'd probably say no. Unless I'm clueless, when was there ever a time where Floyd Mayweather gave somebody a short camp. So if the standard is 8 weeks, this is the same thing that Devin tried to do to Mr. Gary Russell Jr. And when Mr. Gary Russell Jr. said, oh, hold on, standard, I'm a professional. Give me 8 weeks. Let me sign that contract. The killer will come, show up, and do his job. Give me 8 weeks. I'm a professional. Everybody said Mr. Gary Russell is Mr. Cap. I call bullshit. Here we go that we had Canelo. I'm going to just say Ginger. Okay? So, for future references, if I ever say Ginger, that's what I'm referring to. I don't even want to say the man's name. That's just me. But, Ginger, the last go around when he was about to fight Caleb Plant, he just went through a camp to go through a fight. People say, "Oh, that was a light fight." It was blah. Regardless, as professionals, you go through an 8-week camp. That's the standard. It's 2 months. So this man came off of a fight. He thought he was gonna catch him off guard to try to go in and slip that belt up. You know what I'm saying? We already know Caleb had issues with his hands. We don't know whether the gloves were adjusted, whether he re-injured it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the man wanted to be fully healthy and fully prepared to face the face of boxing. Is that the face of boxing? When you got to give somebody a short camp, or you got to try to, like, I guess, what you want to call it? Sneak up on somebody and ambush them. Say, hey, it's your time, buddy. 5 weeks. Caleb was like, "No, don't get down like that, brother. You know what I'm saying? I want a full 8. Go ahead and go on your European bum bashing tour." So let's just keep it 100, man. When all these people start hating Caleb Plant? When did that happen? I'm hearing arguments about when have you ever gotten paid that much money? When have you ever? So if he ain't that popular, and y'all never knew about Caleb Plant, how are y'all accustomed to how much this man was getting paid? Riddle me that, Batman. I'll wait. So if he's unknown, he don't sell any tickets, he's not a pay-per-view star, yet he has the last key to the puzzle of Undisputed. If he's so unknown, how do y'all know so much about him? And I seen more posts, more videos, more tweets. I seen so much shit today about how much Caleb Plant getting paid. He getting $10 million. Y'all not looking at the man with the ski mask on. This man was offered $40 million, a one-way rematch clause, meaning if he lose, instant rematch. Caleb Plant, if Caleb Plant loses, no rematch. Where they do that at? This is for Undisputed. This is history. Make that make sense. Get that man meat out your mouth, man. I don't even know if that man can see his balls right now. You know what I'm saying? The way y'all be doing that. I'm like, hey, salute a guy all you want. You know what I'm saying? Have a favorite all you want. But at the same time, man, let that man be able to see his meat. You know what I'm saying? He need to be able to look down and see his meat. Because I see a couple of my favorite podcasters on this meat. I'm like, man, wow. Hey, have some decency. Get a room. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all on this man Schmeat. When he done clearly ducked Charlo. And let's talk about the Charlo hate. A dude that I really fucks with was going hard on Charlo today. And I said, hold on. Oh, pause. Stop. Wait. Stop the press. We got to stop this. How in the world did you become a champion at 154? Move up, become a champion at 160. So you were a 2-division world champion with a real belt, not a secondary belt. You're calling for the smoke. Now at 154, the face of boxing ducked you. Move up to 160. Then went up to 168. Then went up to 175, and when he went up to 175, he didn't fight the best. He fought he fought somebody that was, I guess, labeled as competition, whatever. But I'm thinking when you making moves like that, you get a franchise designation. It's not that you can move up and go fight the French fries of the division. It's so you can go fight the Big Mac. He ain't fight the Big Mac. Let's be honest. But how the face of boxing dunk you at 154? You move up to 160. He don't want to fight you. The people in your division don't really want to fight you. The only other viable option that, you know what I'm saying, that I have to probably give Maul a pass on is that the other guy, he ducked your brother. He pulled out a week on a week's notice from fighting Mel. So it's bad blood there. So I can't really knock it. So who am I to blame? Do I blame Andre or do I blame Jermall Charlo? Who do I blame? Because the fact of the matter is, Maul been making great business decisions. He never pulled out a fight on a week's advance notice. He moved up divisions, became a champion. The face of boxing ducked him. Triple G said, I don't want no smoke. No speaking English. You know what I'm saying? He not even Spanish, but he no speaking the English. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck he speak, but he don't want no Charlo. That's what he speak. No Charlo. He speaks no Charlo. Rio Murata, I've never heard him mention Charlo. And then Andre got bad blood with your twin, and you supposed to rock with him, and you give him an opportunity when he done pulled out of fights. When he done signed up with DAZN, who couldn't match him up with Triple G, he couldn't get a Canelo fight. He got inside of the press conference, and they got clips going on YouTube where they saying, you want payday? You want payday? Come on. They made a mockery out of this dude, so you gonna believe Eddie sent Charlo an offer from Andre. Really? When he couldn't make Andre and Triple G and they on the same network? But then y'all wanna have a microscope up under Jermall Charlo's ass because him and David Benavidez been jaw-jacking. They been jaw-jacking. They talking shit. David Benavidez, I mean, he decent, but do we know what he really is? He's undisciplined, we know that. Cocaine. Losing your belt to the scales. You know, the same shit, not the cocaine, but the losing your belt on the scales, the same shit that all the Tank haters hate when he lost his belt on the scales. Y'all never bring it up with David Benavidez. But he's at 168. Charlo's at 160. Y'all want Charlo to go up to 168 to fight this man who don't have a belt, who lost his belt twice. What, for a tough fight? Make that make sense. It's so many double standards. But then, oh man, y'all want to say, oh, Maul ducking. No, y'all just fair weather, and y'all don't like the fact that his twin said something about Wilder. Let's keep it a buck. Because before that, y'all was rocking with both of the Charlos. Y'all might have not agreed with everything they said outside of the ring, but they got a personality. Everybody got somebody like that in their family who gonna speak their mind. Point blank, period. So let's not get into that. Because we done heard some very powerful people say some very wild shit. We even heard Mayweather say some shit that all of us was like, what the fuck did he just say? You still rock with him. You still know that when it came inside the ring, you gonna fuck with him, but now it's a double standard. That's what this show was about. The double standards in boxing. So, because David Benavidez and Jermall Charlo been jaw-jacking, and Jermall Charlo finally said, hey, look, I'm at 160 here and 168. He playing mind games with the dude. This is chess, not checkers. The first thing you do is get into your opponent's head. Like, I ain't gonna fight you. Yeah, I'm gonna fight you. No, I ain't gonna fight you. So, okay, so when he do that, but then when Ginger do it, then y'all all on his man Schmeat. Get off his Schmeat. You know that commercial by Arby's? We have the meats. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say, get off his Schmeat. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all on that man Schmeat. Okay. Maul jaw-jacking with Benavidez. He said he won't fight. So now y'all saying he a duck. But what is Ginger? A super duck. We ain't even get on the plant situation. But let me cook on this for a second. Because Maul is now a duck because he won't go fight Benavidez. But the same people are going around making videos saying that Devin Haney, don't nobody want to fight Devin Haney. Let's go through some of the people that he called out. We going if y'all gonna do like my man Errol Spence said and keep that same energy. I recall Devin Haney calling out Mikey Garcia. I recall Devin Haney calling out Robert Easter. Even Tank, who they say is little Tank, but he done win for that 140. And it's a well-known fact that Devin is struggling with weight. But y'all want to keep pushing this narrative like, don't nobody want to fight him. Stop. Get off his schmeats. But you got to keep that same energy, man. It don't make no business sense for Jermall Charlo to get out of his place in line because he, I guess, showed what people call vulnerability against Montiel. When Montiel fought, just like how Tampa Bay this year, since they won Super Bowl, everybody, I mean, I'm talking about preseason, the first game, the third game, all the way up into the 17th, everybody every week gonna get them their best shot because they won a Super Bowl. What you think Montiel did? He got hurt. He got buckled. He didn't get him out. Maul didn't get him out of there. And he took a good shot. He got caught. It happens. This is boxing. But based on that performance, y'all gonna start tanking and stop. But y'all were just on his meat back when he fought Derevyanchenko. Oh, he ready for Canelo. Then they show you something against Montiel, who is a man who's fighting desperate with nothing to lose, gonna give you your best shot, weathering the storm, and then y'all all of a sudden gonna tank. And not to mention that y'all had already abandoned him and he didn't feel y'all love when he had a homecoming in Houston on Juneteenth. You had all these platforms out here boycotting against him and saying, oh no, we're not gonna support that because of what his brother said. But y'all want to be all on Canelo Schmidt. I like boxers, but I don't have a king. And I'm not going to ride for nobody to the extent to where I'm going to compromise myself. I'm not a fansexual. I'm not. I rock with the fighters that I rock with. Tank, Earl, Jermall, Shakur. People like that. I rock with T.O. I rock with him. But there's so many hypocrisies. It's just like the people that were saying, oh, Bud need to get in line and he need to do this Spence doing all this heavy lifting. But then y'all the same people on Devin Schmidt. When T.O. was the one that went and fought Nakatani, Comey, he went and beat the man who had the belt and got the franchise designation. But because he got mailed the belt, and now, since I believe that Devin won't give this man no respect and he keep undermining his accomplishments, yeah, he going to put him off. Yeah, he going to say, I don't need you or whatever. Because guess what? One person came to the table with one belt and left with 4. But y'all want to undermine the fact that this man wasn't undisputed. Because he won't fight the guy that allegedly everybody is afraid of. But his last 2 performances against Gamboa and Linares, I don't think they really struck fear in anybody's heart because them 2 guys combined been dropped about 11 times in their last 5 fights. Don't quote me. But if you go do your research, it's going to be somewhere around there. So let's just keep the same energy, man, when it comes to these. Don't be on somebody's schmeat and hold a different standard. Because now y'all want Charlo to go up and fight Benavidez at 168. For what? That's Benavidez's fault. That's Benavidez's fault he don't have no belt. It's other people. It's Jacobs. It's Gabe Rosado. It's a whole bunch of people he can go out there and make a statement on, because last time I checked, when he went for that dude Ellis, he didn't look like a world beater in that fight. Andre, in his last fight, he didn't look like a world beater in his fight. I ain't never seen an Andre against a Derevchenko. I seen them all against a Derevchenko. And he made it look like easy work.
I'll take them how they come and make them look ordinary.
So we got to stop this hate. Moving on to Gentry. Allegedly, is what's being reported, is that this man wants a one-sided rematch clause. Where if he loses, instant rematch. Plant loses, no rematch. 40 million to 10 million. Everybody harping on what Plant getting. Oh, you ain't never, but they not harping on the fact this man about to get 40 million. When he been taking candy from a baby for the last 3 fights. Billy Joe hype job, drug cheat. He came up hot. Busted dirty. A chump. Before that, it was his old sparring partner. Quit on the stool. Your old sparring partner quit on the stool. That's just like saying Manny Pacquiao called up George Kambosos, who was his sparring partner, by the way. For your it's your time to shine, B. It's your time to shine. In the 4th round, Manny Pacquiao stopped his ass. We'd be like, oh shit. Nah, we wouldn't. Come on with the goddamn joke. Get off the Schmeat. Let's just keep it a buck. Got people say, oh no, it's a duck. Y'all just want to run and just hoist that damn duck flag and put it on people that it don't even apply to. So I guess I'm going to accept it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to accept it. That y'all going to call Maul a duck. And he's not. He's a businessman. So now people say, oh, why is he saying Plant now? Because if that Canelo deal fall through, yeah, I would be saying Plant too. I would move up to Plant. He has a belt. That would be the last piece. Duh. So if he not going to fight Plant, and he go up and fight whoever at 175, and then Maul get it on with Plant and beat Plant ass, or however that goes, the last piece, they still got to double back and see Plant or Maul. It's perfect business sense. But y'all want him to go see Andre. A guy who has poor business sense. He's over there stuck on his own. Y'all believe anything Eddie say. But then y'all believe that Devin Haney is his own boss. Well, Eddie was the one that was behind Devin when he was supposed to fight Mr. Gary Russell Jr. And we wound up getting Gamboa, who Tank just dropped all over the ring. I don't know how many times. I think he ended that man with like a 7-piece. Got a video. Go check it out. But he ended that man with a 7-piece, and then Devin couldn't do nothing with it. Oh, he wants to hold me. He wants to hold me. And then he get the jaw jacking with T.O. and then Loma, and then we get a Linares, and he get caught, and then he becomes Gamboa. I swore that was Gamboa after that 10th round and that 11th round. He was holding like him. He must have learned something from Gamboa, because a master boxer would not have done that. But he get a pass. Then right after that, he called out Tank. And we probably going to get, we would have got a Fortuna, but Fortuna didn't show up. So we probably going to get a JoJo Diaz. And everybody like, oh, but nobody wants to stop. Come on with the joke. Stop it. Keep that same energy when it comes to your favorite fighters, and stop pushing this false ass narrative. Keep the same energy from Canelo to Maul to Devin to Tank. Keep the same energy, because y'all put out too much film on YouTube to be making these crazy ass claims. We can go back and watch the videos. I seen a main channel that I rock with. I seen a main channel shitted on Gambosos. I mean, shit. Every time T.O. was brought up, they shitted on him. Only to turn around and now that it's common knowledge that T.O. might drop the belt and Dev might get a shot. Oh man, you know, Gambosos, he used to fight with Pacquiao. He used to spar with Pacquiao. Shut your dumb ass up. Get off your schmeat. Those are not the fights we want. You want to see Devin do what he said. So if, I'm going to put it like this. If Maul is a duck for not going up because him and Benavidez been going back and forth and he ain't got no belt, then Devin is a duck for not going up to go see Mikey Garcia. Devin is a duck for not going up and going to go see Robert Easter. And it's funny because I'm talking about Devin and I'm talking about Maul. But they also basically did a video together when they was basically talking, and I didn't really think they didn't like each other, but they actually, I guess they cordial and they made it, you know, it was good for TV or good for viewership or whatever. But I'm talking about them two, but it's two different energies when it comes to them two. Because y'all don't hold Devin to the same extent. He can say whatever he want. He like that badass little child that can do whatever he want. The minute somebody go to spank his ass, y'all, oh no, y'all better not touch Devin. Shut the hell up. Keep that same energy. Because Marlon moved up division. Devin been right there at the same time, just bumping his gums, just putting on Twitters and being a social media trap god. I don't know what he is, you know what I'm saying? But whatever he is, y'all don't keep the same energy. I just want y'all to keep the same energy. And it might seem like I'm trolling, but I just call it a spade a spade. And if I'm online and I see somebody spewing some old stupid ass rhetoric about how Maul a duck, then I'm going to say, okay, well, Devin a duck. It's the same thing. We can't be the pot calling the kettle black. But the main thing is this damn Gentry. One-sided rematch clause. A one-sided injury clause, meaning if Canelo get injured, Plant gotta wait. If Plant get injured, Canelo can still move forward and have that same date with another opponent and get the same amount of money. Make that make sense. And I put out a video on 5/5/21. At 5:30 in the morning, I put out a video called Ginger Vampirez. And I said how he was making a circus between him and Billy Joe Saunders, and god damn it, and it came right back around. He making a circus out of this shit. Like, what more do you want? 40 plus million. One-sided rematch. One-sided injury. You get your Hennessy deal. A one-fight deal. What else you want? I get 40, you get 10. What else you want? But everybody pointing the finger at Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is a slick boxer who's fleet of foot, just like Lara. I'm not putting him on the level of Lara, but I'm just saying it's the same kind of style. It's the same kind of style that could give Canelo problems. And it's ironic how, if you look back at his last three opponents, other than some dummy I was debating with online about how Billy Joe is better than Caleb Plant, whatever. Whatever. Opinion is opinion. But other than that, it's the kind of style that gives Canelo problems. It's real ironic how we come into a stalemate with this one. It's the last piece. You're getting the highest payday of your career. And it's the last piece of the puzzle. And Caleb acquiesced to all your demands. But yet and still, we at a stalemate. You know what? Just like last year when he tried to give him a 5-week training camp, he trying to shorten his training camp window. And that's what it's boiling down to. He's going to say yes, but it's going to be less than the 8 weeks. And he's going to think he won't have a competitive advantage, but he's going to say, yeah, I'm going to come on in for the same damn thing. And that's it. Body work.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
My word, and I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep running your mouth. That's what I do.
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire, we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
Hey man, hey look, as you can see how I'm looking, I stay solid. I'm always solid. I stay fuck solid up, bro. You know what I'm saying? To the fans that know.
Take it every outside the ring. I'm a fighter. Like I said before, ain't no safety in the class. So